when it landed, I gather that it was not detailed enough so that there was some concern that it might be a crash of one of our aircraft?
Well, when I approached the craft itself, we were familiar with all types of aircraft and silhouettes. We practiced, routinely. We could tell by looking at silhouettes what kind of aircraft they were, Warsaw Pack, or if they were Chinese or, ours. But the craft itself was void of things that aircraft need to fly. I mean, it did not have a crew compartment that I could see, did not have exhaust, did not have intake. I did not know what the front was. So it was pretty void of all those things. And aerodynamically, well, it was a brick. I mean, there's no way that thing could fly. And my mindset at the time was that was not going anywhere. It was just going to stay there. So I had all the time in the world.
Can I take a second to add to that? The reason why we were sent out there by our shift commander, and after a discussion on the phone, was the fact that Eastern Radar was contacted and notified us that there was some kind of object over the base that disappeared in the forest. Because it was off base, our jurisdiction was limited, but because the possibility existed that something actually crashed in the forest, the decision was made by the shift commander to allow us to go out into the forest to investigate. At the same time, the local authorities were contacted also.
Was there a radar track before it landed? It was picked up on radar before it landed?
Yes, what we were informed was Eastern Radar, our local radar, both picked up something on radar over the forest area outside of Woodbridge Air Force Base.
Okay. What were the approximate dimensions of the vehicle?
Well, I had to pace them off. I took large strides, so I measured it as 9 feet by 9 feet by 9 feet. I'm 6'2", so I measured it, estimated at 6.5, 7 feet tall. We did have berms, earthen berms that was in the forest, and so the area was uneven somewhat. But it was actually a very small craft, and that was one of the puzzling parts of it. Is it was just too small for it to be piloted, and in my opinion.